Hello, everyone. It's great timing, Yaku.
Hi.
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 Hi,
Hello,
Infier.
everyone, and welcome to the CranKy Ducklings Sea Duckling Open number 53. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm trying to set up the brackets while doing the intro. I am your host,
Can you
Steelmold.
believe there's already been 53 of them?
Yep, I can believe that. I mean, I was there for I was here for most of them. So yeah, I can. You can indeed. I'm your host, Steelmold, as I was trying to say. And with me is the wonderful Yakuzaku. We are setting up to cast Vulnerare versus Swede. Both new appearances in the tournament. This is a TVZ, apparently.
Finally!
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Oh,
You chose well. Finally.
Best matchup.
We haven't seen this matchup in so long. Alright, let's
This
see.
is when suddenly Sweet starts the second guess and says, you know what, I think I'll play Protoss.
Yeah. We do have an abundance of Protoss lately. And a lack of Zerg Terran. Okay, everyone's ready. Let's go. Alright. Our first map is going to be on year 0.
I'm glad to see some new appearances, especially today.
Yeah.
It's very hot outside the studio.
Yeah, it's very hot
Usually
outside the
people come
studio.
down.
So, yeah. We should probably drink one of these energy drinks that are sponsoring us right now. Yeah, we have
Like coffee.
yeah. Like Vulnerare has a tequila bottle for an icon, I think. So that there.
Oh, I thought it was soy sauce.
Oh look, Sin Switcher is working because I finally had the presence, no, the patience to go through the captures and sign up the chatbot. Alright everyone, welcome to Year 0, LE. LE, of course, in case you did not know, stands for Lutheran Enjoyment. Lutheran Enjoyment.
Oxymoron.
That's could be. I'm not that well versed in like the schisms of Christianity, so
We probably shouldn't go into that.
yeah,
right now.
I should probably have vetoed that word before I said it. But I like it. It's a Lutheran. It's a third with an L. It's a Lutheran. Yeah. Anyway, in the northwest corner of Year 0, not from Sweden, they are, in fact, from Denmark.
What?
Oh, I think I forgot to switch
Pause it.
to. I think I forgot to switch to East.
Dang.
I was doing so many things at once, and it's my bad. All right.
Well,
Anyway.
we'll go down the checklist.
In the northwest. Let me finish this. Where was I? In the northwest. It's a blue Terran. From Denmark, it is Swede. And
That's actually legitimate. That is not him trying to be funny.
and in the northeast, our pink Zerg is Vulnerare. Is that a wine bottle
no,
or a
that's
tequila
sake.
bottle? Sake? How do you know this is sake?
Yeah, I recognize the design
No.
on the bottle.
Sorry, I'm not Asian. I don't know the different designs of like Asian stuff.
So we are in US West, but both of our players are from EU. Vulnerare is fine with it. We did not hear from Swede yet, but you know what? That's fair.
Yeah, they both agreed to play on US East. It was my fault for not setting up
We'll go down to checklists later.
It's yeah, you know. Look. It's
I am looking. That is 2-1. Wait, how many T? That is a 2-1-1. I am looking.
And a 1. And not a 1. So far it's a 2-1. There's no 1-1 yet. Let's see if once the factory is finished there's another 1. There's a bunker being set up in the natural.
Yep, that's a reactor on the factory. Unless he's going for some really weird hellbat timing, which I doubt it. That is gonna be... He's not building a starport yet, though.
I think the 2-1-1 is kind of...
focused on macro.
2-1-1 kind of fell out of fashion, so I'm guessing... you kind of need the bunker to kind of survive now. I mean, I think... But Vulnerary is going for roaches, so by the time the bunker becomes even viable, it's going to be not viable. It's going to be obsolete, I think.
No, the bunker will definitely... Well,
against Roach Ravager, it's not going to work.
It depends on two things. His Ravager count and Sweet's tank count. Because tanks far outrange Ravagers.
Yeah, the thing is, Vulnerary hasn't really seen anything of Sweet's production other than the barracks at the ramp.
Oh, that's a starport, but he's also building some Hellions for that.
Yeah, I think it's maybe a little too late for Hellions.
No, he can always try to do some kind of fancy drop into the mineral line, roast it, pick it up.
Well, yeah, I guess on this map,
4 Hellions are pretty good against. Yeah, 4 Hellions are pretty good against. Okay, he's moving them out.
Yeah, he's moving
map
them
control,
out.
also a very nice thing.
Yeah, but there's not much to control here. Actually, Vulnerary hasn't been creep spreading at all. This is the first creep tumor that leaves the natural base here. Oh, it's a Nidus. That's why we missed that one. That's the thing. That was
you did.
Okay.
So did I.
Swede should see it. It's in his vision.
It's right at the edge of his map, though. It's just a tiny little blimp.
Doesn't look like he's responding.
He hasn't noticed it
yet. His army is here in
That's not much in the Nidus. It's just a couple of roaches, but it can still do quite a bit of damage.
Here's the response, but it's too late. The queens are already
Queens are also about to put down the creep tumors.
Yeah.
Got a couple of roaches. What's it called? That upgrade. Stim is done. Yeah. Just doesn't want to waste it just yet. Pulling the workers and getting them all killed.
But the thing is...
But it does give him a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Remember, Sweet has mules. But his queens are not letting up. Absolutely. Not even getting the transfuses, but they just...
Yeah, they're just tanking.
By the virtue of not having an armor tag.
Yeah.
It's doing pretty well.
Because it's finally going to get cleaned up, but...
continuing to come in. He's making more and more roaches.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This may just be a bit too much for Sweet to deal with.
Yeah, that's...
SCVs are just being demolished.
Ouch.
But you know what? Sweet has mules, so...
yeah. 3 of them.
Such.
And they're about to die to roaches as well.
That's a lib.
And the roaches are already out of harm's way. It's the problem with liberators. They're, kind of have to keep moving them. GG's gold. And Vulnerary will take game number 1. Alright.
Very clean.
Alright, let's double check. You are on Eastern United States.
Yep.
Alright.
Technimac is saying in the chat that Sweet was trying to go for TY's version of a 2-1-1, where instead of just... what's it called? 16 Marines and 2 medevacs, you also get 4 Hellions of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think maybe Sweet was just not really paying attention to what the Zerg was doing. And the Zerg really didn't need to pay attention. This was going for a Nidus all in.
I mean, it was right at the edge, of the main, and the only thing there for vision was that one refinery. So yeah, it's in the vision, but it's not. It's not a big. This is going to draw my attention.
Yeah, and like Kronos is saying, no siege tanks. The siege tanks were missing.
Well, they weren't missing if he was going 4 heli and 16 marines.
Well, they were missing in that attack, in that they would have been helpful against the roaches.
Didn't pick. I thought for sure we'd get at least one repugnancy each time. Although it's still possible. Sweet could win this, and Volney could go for repug.
Repug?
Repug.
Is that when your Reaper hugs you?
Aww.
Aww. when a Reaper goes to hug drones at the mineral line.
Repug.
It's got 2 guns. It's like a hug because you get it because he has pistols on both of his hands. So
I feel like the Reaper would be the unit that wants to avoid the hugs, though.
Sweet is saying forgot Nidus was an option. Alright.
As did we all. As did we all, Sweet.
Alright, let's see if the players are ready, and we can go in. Ready, let's go. This is game number 2.
This best of 3 series. Here's Sea Duckling Open number 53.
53 of these, and we still haven't figured out production.
Gotten good.
No, we have perfect production. We had perfect production since day 1.
Some would say it goes swimmingly.
Yes. Yes, our production goes swimmingly. As is the Duckling way. Alright, in the northwest of Cyberforest, LE, which stands for Cyberforest Librarian Eradication. That's when in the Cyberforest all the computers are computerized and there's no need for books, and they eradicated the librarians. But one librarian stood tall above them all.
Is that a movie? Is that a movie for the next movie of the week club monthly?
Yeah, sure. We this is a lot of homework to actually make a movie for Movie Club than to watch it. It's too. I think it's a little too much. Anyway, we find our blue Terran all the way from Denmark. It's Swede. And in the southeast, currently up 1 in this best of 3 series. Sponsored by Sake, apparently. Our pink Zerg is Vulnerable.
Sake is the best energy drink.
Actually, I kind of like Sake.
Is Genepi.
I kind of like Sake, but it's not really. I haven't really had any Sake that made me go, I get the hype. I don't. It's like a.
Yeah.
It's like a mild-tasting wine with more alcohol in it. So.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's okay.
Actually, I just looked up Genepi, and Google is telling me it's a herbal liquor that originates from southern France and northern Italy.
That's cool. Does it look like this? There's something on the label, but I can't quite read it.
Apparently it does, yeah. Thanks, Google Images.
Stop spinning! I can't. I'm too old to read this. Can anyone share this resolution?
Sweet, once again, gonna try out the old TY211. Getting that factory, getting the. Wait, let me double check. Yep, getting a second racks to that. Gonna be a lot more vigilant this time for anything too cheeky.
Yeah, it skips the Reaper and one SCV on the other side of the map, trying to see the third base timing here. This time Vulner goes for circling speed. He didn't get circling speed last time, I think, right?
No, he went straight to roaches. 2 base niders.
But does see the 2-in-1 again.
Yep, and now Vulner, yeah, he's going for his third. Sweet, should be able to see this over his SCV. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely saw it. Takes the SCV back. Even the Reaper leaves the scene. No?
Yep, so he knows us to
collecting rocks
here this time. I need it for my collection. I get one from every planet I visit. Every map I visit.
For every drone kill I get a rock. Damn it, they're minerals.
These are my awards from Army, mother.
Oh, I forgot you didn't watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I still haven't.
They're minerals, Marie. It's a thing there. Never mind, all you young people who haven't seen things. Hey!
You gotta get blind people.
Daunted just subscribed.
Hey, did I hear alcohol?
Apparently I heard some alcohol.
Alright, ooh, Armory this time, come down from Swede. Is he gonna do it? He's still making Marines, he's still getting that stim, but then again, it could just be his transition for afterwards. Getting Hellions one by one. What is his Hellion count looking at? 4. Yep, he's getting another one. Veering off a little bit from the TY211. But then again, it still could just be... It still could just be the same strategy, just the numbers are different. Or tactics, rather than... What even is the difference between tactics and strategy in the context of StarCraft? That's... Okay, that's 2 more Hellions. Mm-hmm. He's doing something with that armory.
Hellbats. But, here's the thing. He's delayed Medivacs for so long now. Now he's getting one. It's
well, here's the thing. He knows that Swede has focused pretty much solely on Lings for now. That's what melts. That's what melts Lings.
Light VIP just subscribed. I have caramel tequila, apparently. Come on, everyone, bring your own.
Whiskey,
bring your own alcohol.
You shouldn't drink him. I have whiskey, but please don't drink him.
No, don't drink whiskey. It's no. Don't eat him either. Okay, so Sweet does see Vulner's macro hatchery over there in the main. So that should signal that there's a big push coming of something. But actually Vulner is just happy staying back, taking up. His army supply is very low compared to Sweet's. And that might be the range.
Sweet should definitely push out now, I feel. He doesn't quite know, but if he did... I think it is just what you said, he delayed the medevac for too long. But then again, I'm not 100% familiar with this build, so maybe this is the standard timing?
I mean, I don't know. Right now, he has a very big army, and Vulner has to catch up, but he's going to have Hydralisks, he's going to have Banelings and Zergs, he's got creep all over the place. He's catching the army. He's catching the army in the back.
Still light units.
The Marines are separated from the Hellbats, and the Banelings just jump on top of them. And that was the Terran army.
Well, we still have Hellbats. Hydralisks are still light units. So Hellbats are still going to do pretty well. There is no tech lab, so we won't be seeing Blue Flame out of this. Sweet did lose a ton of his support, though, when he lost that bio.
Yeah.
Sweet doing a little bit of pullbacks.
Yeah, Vulner is just waiting for the next wave of Zerglings and Banelings, and this will be cleaned up.
That medevac is out of energy. Nope, it's just not in position. Hellbats are still doing pretty well, but this is just way too many Zerglings.
Yeah.
And Sweet is forced to retreat back up and go back.
Even losing forces in the retreat. So that was yeah, that was actually not very cost effective for Von Rare, but I mean, he's got the 3 bases all set up, he's got the macro hatchery, so doesn't really care. He can set up a 4th base right now. And
Sweet lost all of his momentum in that one push. He could have just... He needed to end the game right there, or at least kill 1 or 2 hatcheries.
One thing
if he was going to lose that army, but...
Some things that do work in Sweet's favor are that he did switch up his composition here. He got some tanks, he's getting liberators, he's getting his upgrades, he's getting a 3rd base.
Over.
So he still has a chance here, but that he missed that big wave, and now Vonera is just going to cascade his army off of this. He's getting better upgrades, he's getting giant numbers.
Bonnier has still not gotten Baneling speed, so 2 tanks will just shred the Banelings if he target fires.
Yeah, but he can just go up the ramp.
Splitting the Banelings, he's not quite target firing this.
Oh, that's a great connection.
Yeah, that's a very good connection from Volnir.
There's still a tank on the high ground, another tank is joining it. So, you know, that's 5 workers killed here. That's not a lot. I mean,
the base is still alive, and it is
still alive. There's enough defenses to
hold
any kind of run by or something or follow up. And yeah, this attack just didn't.
If Sweet just hunkers down, focuses on gets his tanks in good defensive positions, and then does drops, he can absolutely come back in this game, even on just 3 bases. So provided he's doing the damage, of course.
Yeah, and the thing is, well, Vonera is just getting 16 drones in one go, so that's a pretty big upgrade. There's a Spire coming up.
Oh, that might absolutely blind swipe Sweet. Blind sight. Never mind, he sees it.
Sweet does see it, and this Liberator harassment
he sees the infestation
might actually
do
pretty well. This Liberator got 1 kill. This Liberator gets a Queen.
Got the Queen and a bunch more kills.
Yeah.
8. Spore calls coming up.
Right.
And that's the end, but the Liberator got so much value done. Even not just the kills, but the scouting as well.
Yeah, and this one gets a few more. So 11 drones and a Queen died here for these 2 Liberators. So that's not bad at all. And,
as did the element of surprise. That also died.
Yeah. Now, thing is, what is Sweet going to do about these Mutalisks or whatever? Hive Tech, not Hive Tech, the Spire Tech. I keep mixing Spire and Hive because I think Hive is a much better name for Spire. If you think about it.
Why though?
Because it's like the place where all the flying flappy things live.
But you can have a hive for ants though.
No, ants are in nests, not hives.
That's true, but you also have like a hornet's nest.
Yeah, it's a nest, not a hive, not a thing. Look,
hive can work for a lot of things.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's not working. I'm saying it's confusing. A lot of things are confusing in my age. Alright, this drop is going to get cleaned up real quickly.
Ouch. That was a sandwich and a half.
Like, and there's the hot pickup, and there's the hot pick down from the Hydralisks.
Yeah, this is pretty scary. Sweet. What's his army looking like? 2 tanks, 13 Marauders, 30 Marines. This is scary. He can make it work. He can definitely still make it work.
This is one medivac.
It's scary.
Yeah, cool. It's one medivac. It's full of energy, granted, but oh boy, yeah.
When you're solo healing is mercy.
If your control is great and you dodge all the banelings, maybe, but yeah, this is a big wave of Zerg.
Getting a nice little wraparound, pre-splitting, that's pretty good.
Without the banelings and the Hydras.
Volnir gets scared off a bit.
Here's another
I do like that he's getting.
Right here.
I do very much like that Sweet is getting Marauders. What we've seen so far, I feel like he might not be super comfortable with his micro, but having the Marauders there to tank splash damage is a very good move. If you know, it's something very effective that most people will tell you the pro players don't do that. Well, yeah, it's because the pro players have like 4,000 APM.
Yeah. Alright, Sweet is trying to find an opening here. Vonra is trying to surround that army, but he's going to approach it from the low ground. The tanks are sieging. The Banelings don't get to connect with the bio. And that was,
that was
a bit of a miscalculation.
That's pretty good. Absolutely, it was. A lot of them actually connected with the tanks, and that's pretty much wasted. Sweet can basically just push up in. He's taking the army supply lead. He's got the nope, not quite the upgrade lead. Blue and orange is weird colors, but the supply is really good. The unit composition is really good. The corruptors aren't really going to do much yet. He doesn't have a great aspire yet, does he? He does actually, but it's just not. Oh, he doesn't have the supply, I don't think, to turn them into brute lords.
Vonra is trying to go for a surround, and he's actually catching a lot of the army. The Banelings
getting it pretty well.
Oh, that's a
the
great
Marauders
connection.
aren't there to take the damage.
1 second of inattention by Swede, and that was the Terran army.
Absolutely. And now the Brute Lords are out. This is really hard to do if you went Marine Marauder tank medevac.
Yeah, there's not a lot that actually can get to the Brood Lords. Marines are good against Brood Lords if they're already under them. The place where the flappy things live.
Swede is going to try to do whatever he can, try to deny some production or economy. But Volnir is... I feel like Volnir has already gotten to the point where his economy is unstoppable.
Yeah, but so far, he's shown that he just throws his units sometimes a little too much. Maybe relying on his zergliness a little too much. And yeah, true, definitely does that. Double drop here. That's mostly Marauders here. Few Marines.
Oh, go for a little bit of multi-prong.
Yeah, Volnir is bringing back units to deal with this. So
but he still has a lot of units up in the front, the Brute Lords especially. But only one of them is actually firing.
Yeah, some Marauders.
These Marauders are doing some pretty good. Yep, they're picking up some buildings.
15
not really focus firing. But he doesn't really need to. Corruptors come back like, guys, help!
In the meantime, the Brute Lords are chipping away at Swede's defenses here.
Absolutely. Tanks are actually starting to affect friendly fire now.
Yeah, you're trading.
I like this.
I mean,
picking
Swede
up the
realizes
Marines to drop them right on top. But now the ground forces have come in.
Yeah.
This is really tough for Swede to deal with.
A bit too late. If Swede did that maybe 30 seconds ago, that would have been a phenomenal move. But Vonra had enough time to bring the ground army back the Brood Lords.
Vikings are out, and did you outrange the Hydras? Well, no, the Hydras still doing pretty good. And the Corruptors already came back, so...
And anyway, Brood Lords.
Yeah, Brood Lords.
It's gonna be rough dealing with that, buddy.
Don't call me buddy, buddy.
Don't call me friend, guy.
Okay, trying to chip away these Brood Lords, but I think it's just a little too late. This
is a bit of a YOLO move here. Swede is kind of throwing the last of his units away here. GG, well played. It was a lot of fun.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
Same, well played.
Vulnerable. Vulnerable will be winning 2-0 against Swede. The Swede from Denmark. The Den Swede. The Sweden.
Yeah.
The Swede.
We're not trying to be funny. The Sweet Den. Oh, that's how they got the name. Or maybe they just... No, let's see. Combine the first 3 for Denmark and the last 3 for Sweden. Then.
Yeah. Sweden. Alright, then we have elsewhere on the bracket Maddox, a new appearance in the tournament, winning 2-1 against our very own CranKy Ducklings Quirky.
His first time was like last week or something, right? Relative newcomer. But I don't think we've
could
ever
be.
seen him play though, so
We
he may as
haven't-
well be
Yeah,
new.
we haven't casted
We've
him.
never seen him play, so may as well. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out the next match. I think we're going to follow.
Bollier versus MLTY.
Follow Wanderer versus Melty. Melty, former SDO champion.
Two-time, in fact.
Currently in Korea.
Runner-up for... Yes, that's true. He's trying to learn the ways from the GS. Actually, I don't know, but...
True is still in Korea.
Oh, I just remembered. Yeah, he's moving back to Korea, if I'm not wrong. We're competing GSL. I did forget that it's a double bracket, or double elim today.
Yeah,
so Sweet actually... Yep, so Sweet is not out of it yet. He actually had a pretty good showing. His builds were pretty clever. I mean, if they were TY builds, then of course they were. And his timings were good. It's just his micro, I felt, was what screwed him over in the end. But he had the right idea, getting the Marauders to tank the damage.
And you have Nemesis returning, winning 2-0 versus Temujin. She will go up against Major Spaniel. A new appearance in the tournament and one of my favorite names in our bracket so far. Major Spaniel, Latosaurus. And we have Potato Pleb returning, winning 2-0.
Should have been Corporal Spaniel.
Jonathan.
Maybe he got promoted.
Maybe it was Corporal Spaniel. Or Colonel. Colonel is the one after Major, actually. I think. Usually.
Before.
No, after.
Before.
No,
well,
that's
maybe
captain.
in Israel.
It's captain.
Maybe in Israel.
It's captain, then major, and then colonel. Usually in most armies.
Shit. I think maybe you're right. Maybe it's just Singapore army that's different.
It's the Singapore meta. We make NG base first.
Wait, it's yep. Wait, is Brigadier General before or after?
Yaku, see the thing is, when you join the Singapore army, they're going to make you a vehicle mechanic, and that will be the most meta shit ever, because you'll be in like an engineering bay.
Whose bay though?
The Singapore army bay. I assume Singapore has a bay. Like
like a BAE?
the body of water.
Like a BAE?
Yeah, Malaysia.
Like a BAE?
Yeah. Malaysia is Singapore's bay, right?
I mean, not historically.
We have lobby. Kairos Junction is our first map. Kairos Junction. The junctioniest of all the Kairos. Or the Kairosiest of all the junctions.
I'm gonna make you lobby host.
Yep, there you go. Okay. Let's see if everyone's ready. So this is ZVZ! A Zerg versus Zerg.
Oi.
Rare is apparently happy for that.
I mean... it's a volatile match, you know?
It's a... I guess you can say it's an explosive match. Or a roachive match. Or
I think
a corrosive match.
I think that would be more Mech-Terran versus Mech-Terran.
Alright,
would be the explosive map. Or, no! Mass Ghost versus Mass Ghost.
No, that's
the explosive match.
That's a shouting match. Or a screaming match.
Or you get the Mirror's Marauders skin, and it's like, my voice is too deep, I can't imitate it.
I'm sorry, my voice is too deep. Girl. Alright everyone, welcome to Kairos Junction, LE. LE stands for linen expansion. Linen expansion. That is when your linen is too small and you expand it.
Just eat something.
Sorry. I was just waiting for maybe to see if Melty was expanding, and I was like, speaking of expansions. There you go, there he's sending his drone. There, speaking of expansions, in the northwest of Kairos Junction, our yellow Zerg and 2-time SDO champion, Melty. And in the southeast, also expanding early, is our pink Zerg. Give it up for our drunken Frenchman, I'm assuming. Vonler.
Now that I think about it, Israel is actually Singapore's bay.
No, maybe in the past, but I don't think the relationships have lasted that, you know, that well. Let's not get into politics.
Yep.
It's stupid for both of our countries.
Pretty much.
Speaking of stupid, they're making spawning pools.
Why would anybody make a spawning pool?
Yeah, it's just a weird segue that I, you know.
Like, you go 4 hatch before pool, always.
I mean, they made the hatchery
gas.
first. Who does
you go
that?
4 hatch, 8 gas. Then
in
pool.
a ZVZ?
Yeah, always. I do like that both of our players actually decided to opt for hatch first. They were both confident that they could hold any pool first pressure.
And Kairos Junction...
You never actually saw it.
Well, there's a decent rush distance here, so it's not that... that, you know, risky. I think, right?
No, he's at land.
Question mark? Right, he's sitting around with Volticus, eating Jaffa cakes and drinking Earl Grey tea.
Or Iron Brew.
Or Iron Brew. I don't think it's legal.
Speaking of which, Volticus, our player, he's in LAN. So eventually there'll be a stream. So go to our Twitters.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where we'll announce it when it happens.
We should host them, I think, at the end of our stream.
Yeah, probably. Nice little wall from Volnir. No!
No! The wall is not a wall!
That is in fact not a wall!
The wall
Never
is in
mind!
fact not a wall. Ow, and
Melty getting some good scouting out here,
Yeah,
but he doesn't actually see anything.
this is the lair, morphing.
But I guess that's just a tip-off, yeah.
Yeah, this is...
I suppose it's more of a tip-off that, oh, I might.
Yeah, no, you see the roach warren, you see the thing, you see the wall, you see the lair. You kind of know where this is going. And Melty, thing is,
Oh, that was a roach warren.
Melty went for Link Bane. He hasn't really made a lot of them though, so he hasn't committed fully, and he's switching to roaches.
Yeah.
And
Definitely wants to switch to those roaches. He's got a serve base much faster, but he's gonna need to get that supply up.
Mm-hmm. Well, he has a third base, so he has got a few extra larvae here. He's not going to saturate it, he's just going to saturate at home. And go to hold the first attack from Von Rail. Which is on the way. 8-9 roaches being made. Is he going for another base though? Now he's gonna march the queens across the map with a poop, not a highway, a poop stepping stone.
It's like, yeah, it's like in Mario Kart, you get that little boost.
Mm-hmm. See the queen waddling around and then...
It's like when you're running, but you're out of breath, but then you're like, I have a second win, and I'm like, no, I don't.
They're playing Mario Kart with queens.
It's
the most boring Mario Kart game.
I'm not sure if you had this in Israel, but in Singapore we have like the physical fitness testing thing. And for the running segment, me and a lot of other people who like have asthma and whatnot, when the teacher could see us, we'd run. But once we turn the corner, we just walk. Like, I can't do this.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. Oh, he's gonna stab the Evo Chamber. No, he's not gonna stab the
Oh,
Evo
not
Chamber.
quite.
He's
The
actually
queens are
getting
here to transfuse. Melty may have the defender's advantage, but the queen's transfuse is too strong in the roach
That's a
war.
lot of
Melty
roaches.
forced to pull the drones. Not even a +1 can save him now, and he might not even get the
well,
+1.
the drones actually get to the roaches,
though.
and they do
that's
quite
a
a
nice
bit of
little
damage,
sandwich.
losing some of them, but he's still kind of
And the
equal on
larva from the
workers.
third base turning into roaches. Okay, never mind. He's lost 21 workers.
Yeah, now it's starting to go by. Now he
Finally
does
gets a
have
queen,
a
but he
third
does push him
hatchery, so he might just. No, actually, I think it went rather well for Melty. He's got the extra larva, he's got the extra bases. It didn't. I don't think he lost any queens. Yeah, he didn't lose any queens in this attack. So
Galil is just about to pop. He did get his +1.
and he still
That's the
has more
important thing.
roaches, so he does have the army advantage enough to catch up, and he's already caught up in workers. He's getting roach speed right now,
he
so
doesn't
he
see
can.
that third. He gets sniped that third.
Well, right now he just needs to keep Volner at home, so he can catch up economically. And he's actually
Now
getting
we're
really
really
good
starting to
engagement here.
see. Yep, we're really starting to see the power of having every single roach firing. Yeah, that's a little choke point, a little bit too much of a choke for Volner, but he's moving out. And now
Melty
Melty
is
is going to
holding
get pushed
here.
back.
Remember, this is still the follow-up here, or like the not the follow-up. What's the word I'm looking for?
Counterattack.
The counterattack, yeah. The retaliation from Melty, and it's still holding.
And now that Melty has been beaten back, he's just gonna.
Yeah,
actually,
and look
he
how
might-
many drones he has now.
He's gonna go run by the third.
Yeah, he's
Melty,
this,
despite losing all of those workers, still way ahead.
yeah. He used the one advantage he had. He had more roaches, and he kept Vonner at home while catching up economically and getting way ahead now. Almost double the worker supply. And Vonner just now gets his third base, while Melty has his already half saturated. He's getting more gases as well, so I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of switch here.
Could just want to go. Yeah, it's probably Roach Hydra. Not getting the lair yet, though. No, he already has the lair. You need that for Galil. Stupid.
More workers for Melty, 10 more. Yeah, he's just going to keep Vonner here and take ahead. Let's see, how's that income advantage? Yep, definitely way in favor of Melty right now. Okay, Vonner finally has enough roaches to push Melty back, but now that Melty's in a defensive position, he should be able to hold this. We're getting 11 more
And now
roaches.
he's just. Yeah, he's doing what you should probably do as Zerg, where like all this larva, workers. Now all this larva, army.
Okay, Vonner has a nice wedge here between the roaches and the hatchery. Melty's just marching some
Meanwhile, the
drones through
drones are
this.
just like,
Oh,
don't mind
they're-
me.
They're gonna try and get the Ravager.
Doesn't even
It's-
care if he loses them. 8 workers down, but actually,
He's
this
15
is a
workers
pretty
ahead
good
still.
position for vulnerable. But defender's advantage is just too good.
Yeah,
Pushes him back.
and he's still 15 workers ahead.
And welcome to Roach versus Roach.
And getting a fourth base already set up. Vonner still hasn't even started mining from his third base.
Welcome to Roach versus Roach.
Yep. And now Melty is going to have some Ravagers to retaliate, and it's looking pretty good for Melty. Alright, so what does Vonner do to get back into
Try to
this?
get-
I mean, Melty
Try to go
can't.
for some bling run by the looks of things.
Melty right now kind of can't really break Vonner, I think, yet. Unless he catches his army in the middle of the march.
Yes!
Oh!
Biles! Miss
Yes,
a ton of them.
Those could have been
Barely
phenomenal.
grazes one of the... Yeah, barely grazes one Ravager.
Get out of here, making
Grazes?
poop all over the place.
Grazes.
No, just gonna start
Grazing is a cooking cell.
sniping overlords. This might have been supply block, Vulnerary.
Does Vulnerary have link speed? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, these are slow links.
Plus, there's a choke over in the wall.
It's actually open.
To get the Evo chamber? Nope,
I mean, that might not be a bad idea to try and...
pulls back all of the army, actually.
I mean, he has some queen here and everything, so I don't know why. In the meantime, Vulnerary is going to jump on Melty's third, which is even less defended than the natural. I'm just gonna snipe the hatchery and get out of here.
Maybe Melty... I think Melty saw Vulnerary push out and he thought he was going to go for natural, which... I mean, to be fair, you normally wouldn't. You go for the expansions, but yeah, no.
See, the thing is, Melty already has a fresh base here, so this shouldn't shouldn't delay him too much.
Vulnerary gonna once again deny overlords. Yep, gonna once again go around those drones in Vulnerary's army just to when you're scraping the barrel, really.
Now Vulnerary did catch up in terms of worker count. So that's pretty good for our pink Zerg here.
But the army though, and the supply though.
Yeah, supply.
The army supply locked for quite a bit.
Of Melty. He also has that +1 carapace upgrade, which is going to be helpful.
Absolutely. Crozabals, is that going to do anything?
Dodge, but it dodges right into the range of
way
more
too much.
This is a corrosive bite sandwich. Nope. GG. And Melty will take game number 1.
Roaches.
Herbarry.
Roaches. Dang, Vulnerary made 55 workers, but he didn't really lose any of them compared to Melty, who at the end of the game had around that much, but he made 101 roaches.
Okay, Central was fine. That's good. Let's see what the next map is going to be. Let's take a look at the rest of the bracket. Nemesis getting a walkover over Major Spaniel. EBG winning 2-0 versus Potato Pleb.
Oh, going up against Nemesis.
Back. EBG versus Nemesis.
His series against Nem last week. No, whatever the week I put in the article was pretty dang good, in my opinion. Which is why I put it as a runner-up in the article.
Okay, so Port Alexander. Are you setting up?
Right. Am I making it?
Yep.
I can make it. Okay.
You can make it. You have less things to do.
But I can also make it. Porterhouse Alexander. That's the name of a steakhouse.
Welcome to Porterhouse Alexander.
My name's Billy Alexander. Coming here to tell you about my new steakhouse. We cook our meat with the finest. We cook our meat with only using the finest grills from the Hellbats that we got. Our very own barbecued Zergling wings.
Zergling wings. It's a bucket of lings. In bailing sauce.
We got some nice corrosive bile sauce right on the edge, right there. And for you, whatchamacalls,
Sizzly.
Burn, baby, burn.
Burn, baby, burn. Everyone's ready. Let's go. This is game number 2. Beep, 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 beep.
GG!
Back in my days, we had GG buttons. What? Why did you have it? Back in my days,
I think it was back in the day where it used a normal GG in the middle of the series and the Korean one at the end.
Back in my days, Koreans won all the games.
And we liked it!
We didn't have all these foreigners winning things. Well, one foreigner winning.
We didn't have region lock.
Actually,
we had Kespa and Broly.
Cyril is not a foreigner. He's an alien, apparently. It's not.
That
That's not even
explains his
foreigner.
mannerisms.
That's no.
That's the most
that's
foreigner you can get.
That's just an outwardly outspoken Finnish person. That's his character. Alright, everyone, welcome to Port Alexander, where battle cruisers become operational. LE. LE, of course, stands for Leaky Embezzler. Leaky Embezzler. That's when someone embezzles money, but spills it all over the place.
Okay.
You answered your own question, apparently. In the northwest are Pink Zerg, representing the drunken south of France. It's Vonner. And in the southeast, representing the PC Bangs of Korea. Currently up one in this best of 3 series, our yellow Zerg is Melty. Now both of them going hive first, not hive, hatchery first again.
Has it worked out?
But Melty is preparing for chickeness.
What are you up to, mate?
He's preparing for chickeness.
I'm calling 2-base Muta. Calling it.
No, you wall off for 2-base Muta. No, I just
he was gonna move the Spinecrawler down.
No, I was just going to do it just in case there was a quick thing, and then he scouted the hatchery from Von Rare, then he cancelled the spine. It was just a safety spine for the safety of all spines. That's lame. Why are you playing safe, Melty? Be more risky.
Yeah.
Huh?
Actually, how does risky play? I don't really know.
I don't remember either. I don't think I got to cast it.
But like true.
Yeah, and a couple of Zerglings, 4 Zerglings coming in, for the Swarm Force, with the 2 links to Furious. Yeah, but Melty gets a good scout. Vonra is denied scouting at Melty's base.
Both of them getting their thirds fairly early this time. Last game, Volnier waited until he pushed out his roaches.
Yeah.
So we're gonna definitely see something majorly different. Probably
Lingbane Wars!
Metabolic boost, that one upgrade that Volnier forgot about.
They're both happy with their ping, so it's Lingbane time.
Lingbane Muta, come on.
Okay, Vonra is going to be a little quicker with the Zergling and Baning production. Is already going to send some across the map. It's going to get +1 melee as well, which works for both for the Zerglings and the Banelings.
Melty's going roaches once more.
Yeah. So he's kind of switching it up.
Lingbane Roach.
And Vonra sees the Roach Warren.
Is that still a thing?
But he's already committed to a lot of Lingbane across the map.
The wall is in fact the wall this time.
But it's just 1 queen and a couple of Zerglings. Doesn't even. No!
Once again, evil.
The Zerglings were blocking the way.
Let's go. We are for a wall.
GG is
called Volnier. Gotta take that.
I think Melty was mad at a little mad at himself for fumbling that wall thing. He had to move the Zerglings away to get the wall to finish, but they said.
And then by the time he did, it was like a bit too late, and it was like, man. It's pretty frustrating. Yeah.
When your entire game is lost because of like a simple like control mistake like that, it's the most aggravating thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so we have a sideways 1-1 here. King's Cove is going to be our next map.
The Cove of the Kings.
Where the King's Cove. They go to
King's
Cove.
Landing, sire. King's Coven. Or the Witch Kings.
Maybe it's the King's Stove. Where they stove things.
Oh, I thought you meant the King's Stove, where they cook.
Yeah,
They have to get
that's what I
it from
said.
barbecues and shit.
That's exactly what I said. Well, you thought it was something smarter?
Yeah,
than
I thought it was like.
Stove?
I thought you went. I thought, yeah.
You thought I could do better than King's Stove. You think way too highly of me, Yaku.
Okay. I have sent you 2 invites.
There we go. Alright, Fonra is excited to be playing. Says he hasn't been playing in a year in a tournament. Yeah, it is very exciting to play in a tournament.
It is, yeah.
King's Grove.
Melty is back.
Dante
by the
is
way.
suggesting where
King's
the
Grove.
king goes to contemplate.
Isn't that just the Old God Woods? Fuck, what's it called? The God's Woods. Or the God Woods. Plays already?
Godwood is where the white trees are in the thing in the where they worship the old gods thing.
Yeah.
Our ways are the old
That's the
way.
King's Grove. Or at least the Kings of the North Grove.
What about the King's Glove? Or the King's Globe?
Thanos?
What you?
Thanos?
Does the King's Cove show up on the King's Globe? On the map?
No, it was a conspiracy by the globe makers to sell globes.
Our
had
gloves
something,
contain
but then
20%
I
more
had
codes.
something, but then I forgot what it was, so I ended up with.
They added a cove on the globe to sell more globes. Alright.
We have
It's,
more
it's-
content than our competitors.
That's a weird conspiracy. Alright everyone, welcome to King's Cove, LE. LE of course stands for longitude escape. Longitude escape, that's when you escape, but only north or south. You don't
As
go
you can
east or
see
west.
from our globes, we have north and south. What about our competitors, eh?
They may have east and west, but we have north and south on the same globe. I want to see them do that. Anyway, in the southeast, we have our Ping Zerg, currently sideways 1-1 in this series after a nice little wall bust in the previous game. Give it up for Volnrea.
Coming back after almost a year of not playing in tournaments.
And in the northwest, we're representing Plastom Community. We haven't introduced his team yet. It's Plastom Community.
I mean, he does have an emblem, so
it's actually it's in the tag of the thing. We should have been.
nah, he needs to have an emblem. Otherwise, he's not representing. Actually, he still is because it's in the name. But look.
Currently sideways 1-1 in the series as well. It is our yellow Zerg, Melty.
Or MLTY, if you prefer.
MLTY.
Okay, these two are not from NA or C, even though Melty is actually from the US, now in Korea, but hatch for us every game, yeah.
Melty this
They
time
need to
going
come
for
down to
Zergling
Australia
speed.
at
Oh,
some
actually,
point.
he did go Zergling speed in game 1.
Yep.
Did he?
I think he didn't get him quite as quick. He got the third hatch, then third speed.
Yeah, Vonra going again for the Rochi thingy. Maybe he's going for he's going Nidus. He's gonna do Nidus again. And Met is going for third base. Quite an early one. Well, not too early, but, you know. Considering he hasn't really done anything so far on the other side of the map.
You know, one thing that I'm now remembering is Melty has told us previously that when he plays in tournaments or best of 3, best of 5 series, he likes to just go aggressive until his opponents learn to hold it.
Yeah.
But so far we haven't quite seen it from Melty. He's actually been playing quite a bit more macro oriented.
Mm-hmm.
More greedy oriented. Not super greedy, but you know, in this more greedy than aggressive, I would say.
We're losing a lot of Zerglings here for nothing.
That's why link speed is good.
I mean, it does lower the health on that hatchery, but whoa, it's a spire.
Two base muta.
So it makes it look like he's going
wall.
Roaches.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't think he's going to survive the Bane Bust though.
Between the
Queen, doesn't have the
if you can get some clutch transfuses. If the Queens can really do some clutch transfuses,
no, the Queen without the energy is the one at the back.
That is true though, yes.
No, Chu would have had like 7 Queens.
That is also true.
Oh, the Bane Bust.
They don't get the complete. The splash damage is too good from Banelings.
Yeah, and they get the main
coming in. They should be able to see these unless he explodes.
Actually, that wasn't too bad, but the workers are still really low in health. GG's gold. When in doubt, Bane Bust.
Wise words from Quirky.
And when not in doubt, Bane Bust. And when you sneeze, Bane Bust.
Dude, Volnir, I super appreciate you that instead of GG F10N, you waited a little while for me to get the GG button ready.
You gave Yaku time to prepare, to do the one thing that's his job to do in this broadcast. The one production value.
Be more like Volnir, everyone.
Steel and Yaku in the morning or late night for Yaku, cause it's Singapore and it's a different time. And it's actually not that morning here, cause it's like 1 p.m. That's a little too long, I think, for a morning. It's a little too long for a title for a morning show, which is not even in the morning, as the title suggests.
Seal and Yaku in the morning. Night.